Well, we live. Welcome to the show, everybody. What it is, what it ain't, peoples. It's the Primo Suprimo podcast. We out here. It's myself, Chris Menendez, and the co-host, Jeffrey Long.
Polo Tropical is good, people.
Yo,
check it out.
Whoever's not from Miami, y'all missing out, because I'll tell you something. Miami, when it comes to the places that I've been to, we have some of the best food in the fucking world. And not because like we create it out of our fucking backyards, but because we have so many immigrants here that everyone gets a taste of delicious fucking food.
Arizona has quite a bit of, I guess, local. There's probably southwestern places, but they got a lot of their own fast food Mexican places that I've never heard of before.
Like what? Like Taco John's?
No.
They have a taco. In North Dakota, they have Taco John's.
Taco John's? Not like, I don't remember the name. But I saw like two separate entities. And I also saw a fast food vegan place in Arizona that I've never heard of in my life.
That's crazy.
And there's Jack in the Boxes all over, which I've never seen one in my life either.
Did you try it out?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't get to see the In-N-Out, but that would have been nice to try out there. Yeah, I saw a sign for it.
I gotta try a lot of that shit, though. Well, anyways, what it is, everybody. We're here living in 2020 in this craziness. Jeff took a trip to Arizona's. I took a trip to fucking Disney. And it was two completely different experiences.
Yeah.
A lot of not mask wearing motherfuckers. A lot of tweaked out motherfuckers. In Arizona, according to Jeff.
Yep.
In Disney, I went expecting to stand out because I had like cornrows and like an orange Mickey shirt and an orange like sweatpants. And motherfucker, there was people cosplaying in Disney.
As Naruto characters, right?
Dude, I saw... Why is Naruto in Disney?
It used to be on Disney XD in like 2007. But yeah, that was years ago. It's on Cartoon Network now. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's understandable. Because you saw the picture. I took a picture of that son bitch.
Yeah.
And there was some other dude that went dressed up as the Mad Hatter, like Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter.
Johnny Depp's, wow.
I was amazed.
And it looked good, eh?
No.
You thought he was a staff member?
Well, yeah. Well, I said that because it was like, yo, why you dressed up like this, bro? And then the thing was que se estaba tomando foto. You know, he was taking pictures with people.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was like, motherfucker, I hope you're not charging those people.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's New York. I guess Disney probably even... I'm sure Disney would crack down on that.
No, of course.
Knowing that?
They would have to.
Yeah, because they don't charge.
Mm-hmm. They don't?
Well, unless you get their photographers.
Yeah, but check this out. Armando and Janine were showing me that when you're like a year pass holder, they give you all those pictures for free and shit. Like the ride pictures are free.
Are they annual pass holders?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's how I was able to get the video of us on the.
So all the videos too, eh?
Videos, pictures, lo que sea. Armando's dumbass didn't get our fucking pictures from Space Mountain. Because he forgot, like he just se lo olvidó.
Yeah.
But whatever. That trip, it was pretty dope though. I got to finally see the Star Wars shit. Fucking paid the $200 for the fucking the lightsaber experience.
Right.
It was fun though. It was a fun trip. How was yours with the crackheads?
I saw some of the worst. Like the homeless people here are enough to make a podcaster move to a different state. Like if a podcaster saw that, they'd move to a different state.
Any podcasters that are scared of bums and homelessness, don't move to Miami. Because out here they eat people's faces.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, in Phoenix, at least in downtown Phoenix, it was either construction workers or homeless people. It was not much going on over there. Not much else going on there right now. It's all closed. Scottsdale's where you go if you want to get a COVID at a party or something.
Or what'd you say, a Corona party?
Yeah, some of those clubs are pretty live. Pretty live right now, so.
Man, fuck all that craziness, man. You know, I don't know. It's crazy times we're living in, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy ass times, bro. Like how just now they released what we were talking about a little while ago, the Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, man! I got into a discussion with somebody about that, and it's like, yo, you just getting information from like straight conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Like your politics aren't politics. Like your politics are just conspiracy theories. Like, what are you doing? Like the person that I was like dealing with in that situation, the first thing that they started off, that they took this guy, they found this guy's son's laptop. Right when he said that, I already knew what he was gonna say to me.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, I don't want to hear you talk, dog. And I didn't say like that. I just gave him what I know.
What did he say?
Nothing. And he said that there on the laptop, shit that hasn't been verified, like shit that straight up has not been verified, was that there's videos of him having sex with underage Asian women in China. It's like word. Don't you think that those videos would have already leaked?
Videos have leaked, but
he's not fucking underage children.
They're not. Yeah, I don't even think there's an Asian person in those videos.
Oh, for real?
No, and they're leaked on a Chinese website, so it's probably the source he's getting that from. And he fucked a black girl who people assumed was Malia Obama.
Yeah, bro, you were showing me that shit too. Like, yo, how like these people like who are making these things up, they call the people who they're
fake news.
No, the people that they're accusing of all these things. It's crazy how the people doing the accusing are just making shit up.
Yeah.
Like you're disgusting. Like you're honestly disgusting if you're gonna sit here and say that Hunter Biden went to China to have sex with Barack Obama's daughter.
Well, I don't know if he went to China for that one
or whatever.
But yeah, all of it's stupid. All of it is stupid because they're the ones calling CNN fake news. Yet there's a picture of a guy fucking a black girl from behind. You don't see either's faces, so again, we don't even know it's Hunter, number one. And we especially don't know that it's Malia Obama. They try to confirm that by highlighting a mole on their thigh, which on the porn videos picture, you could barely make out a mole. Yeah,
that looks like...
But what you can make out is a tramp stamp on the chick's back, which Malia Obama doesn't have.
Obviously. Here's a conspiracy theory for all you crazy motherfuckers, right? I heard that Melania ain't even the real Melania. No, for real. I saw pictures of people breaking down like her smile and that she doesn't smile like that and all this other shit. Are they gonna believe that too? I bet you $1 million. Yeah, those people are not gonna believe that shit.
Well, these are the people who, the second they saw cuties, they were disgusted. You know, I was too, but they're forgetting that their supreme leader, Donald Trump, used to have teenage beauty pageants hosted for him and his friends on his yacht, which is literally fucking cuties.
Yeah.
Your supreme leaders, because I love to say this. It's not 100% true, but you talk to people on the left, you talk to 10 people on the left, you're probably going to get 10 different opinions. You talk to my mom, she's going to be a super pro-Hillary, pro-Biden, unapologetic, nothing. She just wants whatever the party says. And then you talk to a younger person who might even be against Biden. And before Bernie or before Warren, you talk to 10 Republicans, they're going to have Trump's dick shoved down their throat.
Yeah, bro. That's the crazy thing. Like, the amount of just worship that I've been seeing the past couple of weeks and months.
Yeah.
It's like I see houses that obviously have an American flag, but then like right next to it, as if it was an equal flag to the American flag, they have a big ass Trump flag.
Yeah.
And these are the same people who say they're super American, and then they still rock that treacherous traitor flag.
Yep.
Of the Confederates.
True.
All right. They rock that thing like it's an extra T-shirt because it's my right.
Yeah, even I understand now with the signs, but they had MAGA signs and stuff like that up. Wow. A year after the presidency. He's not campaigning, and they're still repping Trump. You didn't see anybody.
Yeah, bro, that's something, man.
Obama shirts kind of died off year after the first,
Or after he won the next day, nobody had them shits on. The only thing that I've ever noticed about at least black folks, from what I've experienced, because like whenever I've worked in black folks' houses, is that like inside the house, they'll have like newspaper clippings of when he got... Or like the news, like I have the newspaper where he...
Me too. Well, I have a time or something like that.
Yeah, I have something there that
they just put that, but that's more like a history.
Yeah, that exactly.
That's like Martin Luther King.
Exactly, that's real history.
Rosa
not
Parks.
Fucking Trump. Like, what new thing?
Another rich white guy is president.
Yeah, another rich white guy. Cool.
Real
cool. Like
orange.
what?
He's orange.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the Hunter thing, it's crazy just how you can trace how fake news gets spread. Someone tweeted, well, Twitter on mobile has a feature where you can search for tweets. You could either, when you search, it just says top. You could do media, people, photos, or latest. I did latest, scrolled all the way down. Not a single verified source or even supposed source for Hunter having a picture of Malia Obama's credit card.
With Coke or whatever the fuck it is.
And if you do a reverse image search, you'd quickly find that it's an article from last year that someone in 4chan found the card somewhere. I think it was in a club, and then they started cutting Coke with it. And then the supposed pictures of Hunter fucking a black lady were from 2018 when Malia Obama was 20 years old. So y'all are against two consensual... Like, they try to make it seem like he was a pedophile. Like, the right... I don't know what it is that it's just pedophile. But yet when somebody accuses... when a woman accuses a man of rape, oh, you can't just believe all rape accusations. You know, you can't just believe women. Oh, like, You see that happen all the time.
Yeah, it's a crazy ass duality, bro. It's a constant contradiction.
Yeah.
It's a constant refusal because I see it with my own two eyes.
Yeah.
Bro. It's a legitimate refusal of facts. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when the president, I think he's at like 20 or 40,000 verified lies, like fact check lies. And that's the problem when your president just talks so much. He just... Because Obama didn't talk this much. I'll give Trump that. He's talking all day. That's why he's saying so many lies. Well, that's not why, but because technically every president lies. Joe Biden lies. But just Trump, he just goes out of control. He just rapid fires. Like during that first debate, he just rapid fire lies. And you have no way to respond to that. So people are going to end up believing it.
How he said in the debate... in the first one, you just lost the far left. Isn't that what he would want? Yeah. Like, think about it. If you've been accusing this guy since the beginning of the campaign that he's a socialist and that he's far left and that the far left have him and all this other horse shit, why would he go into a nationally televised debate and denounce all of that?
Yeah.
And then have you, Donald Trump, tell him you have just lost the far left. So if he lost the far left, you're doing him a favor by pointing that out.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just shit that, I don't know, man. Like it's obvious shit. You know what I mean?
Well, in the last debate, people were saying, oh, it's rigged against Trump. They didn't let him talk. And like, yeah, did you watch the last debate where he just over-talked the entire fucking time? So,
no, but those same people were the same people that were, when the first one happened, they were being lenient on Biden. They were being lenient. Yeah. Did you watch the first one? They were being lenient on Biden.
Well, he's not the incumbent. So all the questions about policy are going to be directed to the person who currently has control of that policy. He's been making these promises and he hasn't really delivered on a lot of the major ones.
He said he was going to fucking hire minimum wage.
He said that a while ago. He said that when he was running.
He said that in 2016.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he promised that.
Well, he promised to repeal Obamacare and he still hasn't.
Because he hasn't been able to.
Yeah.
Because you know deep down inside, he wants to do that shit so badly.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. He's had a pretty, like, the Republicans seem to have everything by the balls right now. So I don't know.
Oh, they just swore in
Barrett. Yeah, I think they got the majority.
It's funny how they rushed to get this chick in, but when
Garland.
Yeah, when Garland had, passed away? I forgot.
No, that was Scalia passed away, and then Garland was going to be sworn in.
Yeah, he was going to be sworn in, and McConnell was, like, appealing it.
Yeah.
And saying that all this other bullshit.
Unconstitutional, yeah. Yeah, they...
So it's like, go fuck yourselves, man.
Yeah, the Constitution's only law when it convenes them.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to sit here and say what Hunter Biden did. He didn't do anything wrong. He did. He cashed in on his dad's name. He's the fuck up son. Bill Clinton had a fuck up brother. I think Carter had a fuck up brother. Trump,
Trump's the fuck up.
Trump is a fuck up.
Yo, you can't tell me that.
Yeah.
Like, who are his brother just passed away?
Yeah,
right?
Was it a COVID? But yeah, I know he passed away. But yeah, Trump, like, he just straight up gave his kids who were unqualified job. He gave Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump jobs in the administration, and they've raked in over $135 million in foreign investments.
Where'd you get that information? That's probably fake news, Jeffrey.
Exactly. Yo, his Kushner's one of his companies made $90 million, I think, last year in foreign investments.
No, and there's some bitch who's running the USPS now.
Yeah, that they put him in the pandemic response shit, and his freaking partners profited off of that.
Of course.
He this is corruption right in front of our eyes that Trump is directly related to. It is arguable that Biden was not even related to that.
Exactly.
Because the only confirmed email that they met with, he met with the CEO of Burisma or whoever it was 2 years after he was out of the office.
Man, what I'm saying is just that, like, I had posted this post on Twitter, and then I saved it I saw it on TikTok. It's Sacha Baron Cohen talking.
What'd he say?
And it's just him talking about how our democracy has been hijacked by conspiracy theories and theorists.
Yeah, that is true.
A friend of mine, we were just talking between us, and we had mentioned an acquaintance of ours. And we said what I said in the beginning, that this person gets their politics from conspiracy theories.
Yep.
Like, if you try to break down, like, history or, anything like that, they can't speak to you about it. And it's sad because, like, this person, this acquaintance, like, you can see when that person is going to be convinced of that conspiracy theory. Because that person has come to me before and has been like, hey, look at this. And I'm like, yo, that's bullshit. I don't know. It sounds pretty something to me. And right when they say that, or the term, I don't know, it makes you think. When you hear somebody say that, then you know a piece of them believes it. And that's where it starts to start the ball starts rolling on their belief of the conspiracy. And it's just that I find it crazy with this shit. It's like, it's not even logical. Like, the conspiracy theorist, what it says, the theory itself is just it's not logical by any means. Donald Trump is fighting a secret war against a Satan worshipping, child sex trafficking cabal of elite Hollywood people and Democrats. Like,
so he's fighting it by cutting their taxes.
Yo, yeah, he's giving everybody tax cuts.
Yeah, those elites who he's giving them
and
more money.
The other day,
uh-huh.
he talked shit about the fake news, all this bullshit. But guess what? CNN got a tax cut too.
Yep, all those reporters that you hate, they're getting tax cuts. They're making more money off of fake news, apparently.
Yeah, like. Word, it's only fake because it's going against what you politically believe.
It's a friend of mine on Xbox put it well. It's not fake news, it's sensational news. They're not trying to be disinformation. They're just trying to get the clicks.
And here's the thing, though, that there have been instances where they're just wrong.
Exactly.
But here's the thing with that even when they are wrong, because I think it happened with the Times.
Yeah.
That the Times reported something that wasn't true. What did the Times do?
Retract it.
Exactly. They came out, they retracted the story, and they said they put out a statement.
Yep.
They didn't sit there and deny it. How the fucking Buddy Trump over there denies everything he ever fucking says.
No, his whole supporters. I saw this video of this black guy convincing another black guy to vote for Trump, and the black guy's like, hey, Trump said that Mexicans were murderers and rapists. He's like, he did not say that. He did not say that. A lot of Trump supporters are trying to erase that moment from history, but he literally said Mexico is not sending their best. They're sending murderers and they're sending rapists. Some are good people. That is what he said.
Exactly.
he did not mention. They try to say he was talking about MS-13, which was started in America by Salvadorians. So
so like he's not even like he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
He didn't even say that apparently.
You know
but he's mentioned it after, I think.
You know what's another crazy thing is that you start getting to arguments or discussions, not even arguments, discussions with these like Trump supporters and the conspiracy theorists, and you start asking them about shit that they're talking about, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. For example, the whole mask thing. Yep. Right. Senor downstairs. Yeah. He brought up he was gonna bring up to me something that my mom had already shown me, and I had debunked it for her in front of her face, and she got pissed off. Which was the whole, the virus weighs such and such nano whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. Light weigh, right when he said that light weighs, I was like, wait a minute. Light does not weigh because light does not have mass. Any scientist will tell you this. But I forgot. They don't believe scientists either. They believe the fucking YouTuber who's been on YouTube for 5 years. Yeah,
and a lot of these QAnon guys are like white rappers, like the system, like that type of shit. Yeah. So that's who you believe. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start listening to Hobson.
How like the other day you get Lil Pump comes out, I'm voting for Trump because he my tax. It's like, yo, who the fuck is paying attention to you?
No, and they're propping him up now. Like these conspiracy QAnon rapper guys. And even like Fox News types are like, rapper Lil Pump. I think Tommy Lauren even picked that, which get a good rapper. Like 50 Cent, okay, because he's a legend. But Lil Pump.
But even he retracted what he said about
50 Cent's a troll.
Yeah,
he's been a troll before troll was a term.
That's true. His whole career was based off of trolling Ja Rule. It really was, dog. His whole fucking career was pretty much, at least the beginning. Yeah. That dude ain't lyrical. Anyways, going back to what I was saying. Start questioning them. See, like, the science, that, if you're gonna bring up science to me, like, I'm not saying I'm a fucking scientist by any means. Yeah. But, like, how the pod father himself, Joe Rogan, once said, I listen to people who are smarter than me when it comes to a subject. Same. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna list, if I want to learn about history, I'm not gonna go to a fucking dentist. Yeah. I'm gonna go to a fucking history scholar, or a history major, or a teacher that knows, a history teacher, or some shit. I'm not gonna go to fucking Joe Blow who don't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's another thing. The Republicans, they're like, oh, you liberals, you liberal elite celebrities, you guys talking about celebrities. Why do I need Kanye West and Kim Kardashian to tell me about politics? And then Kanye started supporting them, and then they loved him. Mm-hmm. But that party is kind of a party of has-beens when it comes to celebrity endorsements. They got the 90s Superman, Tom Kane, or what's his name? What? Yeah, you told me he was a racist.
Tom Kane?
Yeah, the guy from Lois and Clark. That guy, a has-been. Scott Baio from Chachi, whatever. I don't know.
Scott Baio's a fucking... Yeah. You know who else supposedly...
James Woods, Kirk Cameron. And now Lil Pump. Because he's a has-been.
But even then, like, fucking, at least... Wait, Scott... Oh, that's Scott Baio. Yeah. For real. What? Scott Baio, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they got like... And they really cherish the has-been support. Like Kirk Cameron and like...
Oh, Charles in Charge. That's what he was in. Man, get the fuck up out of here. Chris Jericho is a fucking supporter. You know he had...
A Trump supporter?
Yeah. Supposedly he promoted... He was like posting shit on Twitter. He get like anti-COVID mask shit and QAnon shit. And he even had this guy's son on there.
Oh,
not the one that does the coke. The other one. Boy. The ginger looking one with the beard. Not the one that looks like a Cuban cokehead.
The tall guy?
Yeah, the pasty looking one.
Yeah.
Supposedly he had him on his show.
Oh man, I'm disappointed. He's not even American.
Yeah, no, that's
well, he's a fake American in WWE. He was from New York. He was billed up from New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, yeah, ese otro huele bicho también, bro.
That's and the drummer from System of a Down apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's American?
Armenian, probably Armenian American, I assume.
I get tired, Mr. Cool, talking all his fucking bullshit. Where is it at, bro? Because he had posted some shit, man.
And I'm fucking around about the American shit with Jericho. Probably a citizen. No, he is. He's not American. He's not a natural born American.
Yeah, he's just a fucking a citizen because of the wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have an opinion if you're not from here, but
exactly, you can have whatever opinion you want. Just make it a smart opinion. Because god damn, bro.
What you see?
Nah, because I'm seeing here that he had posted, vote now. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real. But it's all good, man. It's all good, dog. What can you do with today's society, man? Like, honestly, fuck Facebook. To be honest, like, in my eyes, fuck Facebook. And I'll tell you that I still have my Instagram and I still use WhatsApp. But I started using Instagram before it was owned by Facebook.
Yeah.
I started using WhatsApp before it was bought by Facebook. They're a semi-monopoly of the social media game.
Well, it's like an oligopoly. They got like three
of the biggest fucking.
Well, really only two, because just Twitter and Facebook. Because what other? I guess Reddit.
No, but I mean, like, what Facebook owns.
Yeah, Facebook owns like 2/3 of it.
Of Reddit?
No, of social media.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Of course, bro. And then the thing is, who the fuck is checking them? Nobody.
Again, the elites are giving them. Well, Trump is giving the elites, Facebook, Google, all these people tax cuts, and probably cut regulations for them.
Yep. No, and here's another thing. Here's another thing that when you bring it up to these people, like,
you're not winning.
The cult,
they're winning.
yeah, they're winning. They win even when they lose. That's the best part.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about other things, like, okay, why are you gonna vote for this guy? The economy.
That's the biggest
lie. The economy. All right, whatever. I'm not an economist. I haven't looked into it that deeply. I'm sure you have. But then I start asking, okay, is that it? So you follow him on his outlook, on his views on wildlife and the environment, which he's deregulated everything. So companies
clean water protections, bro.
Oh yeah, carbon caps on cars. He lifted it. He was just like, fuck it. He wanted to bring back coal. Dude, coal?
And now you got Alex Jones shilling for the gas and coal companies.
Yeah, here's the crazy thing. You said it. Alex Jones, I got put on to, I used to be a fan of his.
Because you talking about 9/11.
Yeah, the 9/11 and down with the fucking, with the 1% and the richest 1%ers are the worst in the world and all this other shit. And now, you tell me this guy's on their dick like anybody else.
Yeah, he's championing Trump, who pretty much gave us the Bush tax cuts on steroids.
Yeah.
Which is going to the top.
Exactly.
Like, Ben Shapiro was not a Trump supporter because he's like, hey, this guy used to be a liberal. He's kind of saying certain things like raising the minimum wage, talking about entertaining healthcare for all, saying Australia had a good healthcare system. He might want to do that. But now Ben Shapiro is a huge fan because he's the most conservative president he's had in his life.
Oof.
Yeah. So yeah, again, more campaign promises just broken by Trump.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, I did look into the economy thing. Obama came into the economy with a recession, and he turned it around and gave Trump pretty much the economy he has today. If you look at every single chart and you see where it was trending, it was pretty much trending where it's going right now with Trump. And the growth when it comes to like GDP and the drops in unemployment, all of that, pretty much every economic indicator, Obama had growth at a higher percentage than Trump did. Trump had growth. I'll give him credit for not fucking it up so far.
No shit, because all he did was just take credit for it.
Yeah, he's just taking
the only reason that he didn't remove it, fucking throw it out the window, write a fucking executive order was because it was working.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry. Not that it was working. It was working in his favor.
Yeah. And again, just Obama, yeah, he created more jobs, all that shit. Obama was better in pretty much every metric. And here's a fun fact. Since World War II, all of those metrics, Democrats have done better than Republicans, which should not be a surprise because even George Bush Sr. called Ronald Reagan's trickle-down economics theory bullshit when he was running against Reagan. He called it voodoo economics. And then Reagan chose him as his vice president because I guess he was connected or whatever. I don't know the whole story. But yes, even Republicans back then were like, this is bullshit. I think it might have even been one of the causes of the Great Depression, if I remember correctly. They had a very conservative president right before that.
It was Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this guy's name? Hey, I'll look it up now, but yeah, keep saying what you're saying.
Yeah, he was like the father of supply side economics. I might be getting this wrong, but I know back early on in the 1900s or late 1800s, supply side economics, Reaganomics failed. And Trump just put that on steroids, which again is not helping you. It's not saving the children. It's giving those elites more money.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Save the children. You know, those people have also hijacked that hashtag.
Yeah, they have.
They're treating real life situations, real life issues like a fucking conspiracy theory.
And again, elites are not the only people
for real
molesting.
Don't you remember in Cleveland,
kids?
Like a couple of years ago, that girl that broke out of that house,
yep,
and then hugged the black dude, and he was like, "Man, I can't believe she was hugging me."
Mm-hmm.
That girl wasn't in there by some fucking billionaire or some Hollywood executive or some Epstein or fucking Biden. No, that was just some fucking Hispanic nigga who later on killed himself in jail.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
And he was some fucking, I think he was some immigrant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So think about it. A poor immigrant kept a girl in a cage and what is it, like 3 other ones? For 15 years. This guy didn't have billions of dollars.
Yeah.
This guy wasn't selling her to anybody. He was using her as his own nut bucket.
So yeah, y'all should
but let's focus on Hollywood and the Democrats, right?
Yeah,
how about the churches?
There's real channels out there who pretty much do their own To Catch a Predator stunts where they record pedophiles and have them call their parents or they'll call the police, put them out there. They're really trying to catch these people.
The president, by the way, during the Great Depression was Franklin Roosevelt.
Well, he brought it over. He actually fixed it.
Anyway, so yeah, man.
Because, that's the guy who created Social Security, a Democrat. He had the biggest economic expansion.
Well, yeah, the reason he put that into place was to help old people.
And the tax rate was way higher than we had it back then, and the growth was a whole lot more. We grew a whole lot more.
Exactly.
So, yes, pretty much every metric Republicans are wrong, man. Yeah, no offense to the Republicans.
Yeah, no offense, but it's true.
That's you guys say facts don't care about your feelings. They're your facts.
Yeah, numbers. Women lie, men lie. Numbers don't.
Lie.
Okay, and what's crazy is that people, they move the goalposts back further and further and further and further. For example, our mutual friend downstairs. I got into another discussion with him yesterday, right? And I go to him, yo, but there was people protesting the president out there. He's like, never. Show me a picture of 1,000 people protesting. Okay, look here, right here. And he goes, no, that's not 2,000 people. That's not 1,000 people. Those are people on top of people. And it's like, yo, all you're doing now is just moving the goalpost back. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all you're doing at that point.
Yeah.
Because if I'm showing you what you're asking for and you're still not believing it or want another piece of evidence, then you're not looking for facts, buddy. You just want to find you just want to find something that goes against what I'm saying. That's all it is. So, go fuck yourself.
Just know that the guy who you're shilling for, who you are worshiping, does not have your best interest.
Dave Chappelle said it best in his comedy special. He went to vote and he saw a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
A lot of Americans, he got in line and he heard a lot of, poor white people things, how you said it.
Yep.
Poor white people things. It's like, oh, Trump's gonna fight for me and Trump's in office for me. He ain't there for you.
It's been 4 years.
Oh, yeah. And Dave Chappelle says it best. He goes, you dumb motherfuckers. he ain't there for you. He's there for me.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And
a liberal elite.
Yeah, and I'm sure he didn't even vote for him.
Yeah.
And he still gave him tax cuts.
Yep.
Because he's an American.
Yep.
You know? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know? Come around here. I sent an article that was written by this Pulitzer. I think it's Pulitzer, or he's what's the other very high award? The Nobel
Peace Prize.
Yeah, well, laureate or whatever, because he's like an economist, and he's a professor in Columbia University of Economics.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, I can send you the article too. And this is an article that came out before Corona.
Yep.
This came out January, I think, 12th of this year. And if you read that, you're gonna be like, God damn, this motherfucker don't give a shit about nothing, bruh. Like nothing.
Yeah. What do you say?
Oh well, it's I honestly I don't remember it verbatim now, because it is a lot of numbers, and like he goes in on why Trump's economic plan and his economy is a farce. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all bullshit, because the massive income inequality that we have all started when Reagan unleashed Reaganomics. And it's been a gradual decline. It's been a gradual, the disparity, has been increasing gradually. And I've even seen people pit that on Obama.
For real.
Yeah, which is the funniest part.
Just like that video of when the campaign was going around, they interviewed some Trump supporter, and he's like, man, I think Obama caused 9/11. Why do you say that, sir? Because he was always on vacation. He wasn't ever in the office. And it's like, word? Those are the people that are out here voting?
Well, your president spends his weekends in his own properties. He has the Secret Service stay there, buy food there. That alone is a conflict of interest. Jimmy Carter just had a peanut farm, and he sold that shit.
Who?
Jimmy Carter? He's probably the last decent human being of a president. Jimmy Carter. He's the last decent human being who was a president. He did not sell his peanut. Well, he sold his peanut farm to pretty much stop all talks of there being a conflict of interest, while Trump is literally having his staff stay at his hotels and funnel money through it that way.
Let me interrupt you real quick, because this is a good point, because I'm reading the article again as you're saying that of what I was telling you about. He says, to get a good reading on a country's economic health, start by looking at the health of its citizens. If they are happy and prosperous, they will be healthy and live longer. Among developed countries, America sits at the bottom in this regard. U.S. life expectancy, already relatively low, fell in each of the first 2 years of Trump's presidency, and in 2017. Midlife mortality reached its highest rate since World War II. Mind you, this is an article that came out 4 days before Kobe Bryant passed away.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't want to hear people tell me about economy, bro. I don't want to hear people tell me, oh, that the tax cut. Because guess what? In a couple of years, that tax cut isn't going to mean shit.
Yep.
Because of the inflation.
Mm-hmm. And wages have still been stagnant, man.
Exactly. On the ballot for Florida, there's a thing about raising the minimum wage over the course of 4 years.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It should have raised a long time ago. I think we've been at $7.25 since what, like almost 20 years. It's been a while. Yeah.
I remember. I know exactly when they actually hired it. It was when I started working at AMC Theaters.
So what? 2004?
2004, 2005? No, 2005. 15 years.
That is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts, bro. And hey, Obama could have done it. I'm not gonna sit here and say Biden he's got a bad history when it comes to like criminal justice.
But tell me one politician.
They all voted for it.
Exactly.
And McConnell was actually against it because he's like, hey, this is too soft.
Yeah, so think about it. Like I truly believe that that the evils that Democrats have done in this nation, like whatever evils they have or have committed, pale in comparison to what the Republican Party has done in this nation.
The crime bill was a response to the war on drugs and the crack epidemic, which Republicans literally flooded communities with crack to fund wars.
Exactly.
While the Democrats, with the Republicans, you can't even just give them that, they locked those people up. They didn't lock them up because they were committing crimes. They were going to get locked up no matter what, but they kept them there. They made 3 strikes national. But, you know, the crime bill had certain other things, like it banned high-capacity magazines. It had added protections to women for the Violence Against Women Act, some child shit. So not all of it was bad, but it locked up black people. Although it doesn't specifically say, hey, go to the ghetto to lock people up. It just rose the sentences, and they saw that there's a spike in black crime, and they're like, yeah, let's make this federal. And that's pretty much the crime bill. And
like, for example, like the whole war on drugs thing, Richard Nixon's thing, like, did you hear about that?
Yeah, that, how like, his advisor...
Exactly, his policy advisor, John Ehrlichman, he came out saying that President Richard Nixon's war on drugs was to criminalize black people and hippies.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Biden also, he was kind of against, he was against schools segregating, schools integrating, but nothing came out of it. He was just vouching against it, which was racist. Yeah. Biden's at least was a racist guy. Now he's just like, you ain't black.
Yeah. Yo, that's the thing with Biden, dog. Like, he says shit that's kind of racist.
No, but Trump straight up tweeted in 2013 that Hispanics and blacks are more prone to crime. Interesting. We should look into.
Not only that, but this is the same guy that you're talking about. That he'd clear out his casinos of black employees when rich elites would show up.
That, and he wouldn't rent to black people. He said you don't want to live with him either when he was being sued.
Yeah, not only that, but then he what was it?
The murderers and criminals and rapists.
The what was it? The New York kids that were killed or whatever.
The Central Park 5.
Yeah, so he what was it? He petitioned or he donated.
Well, he put out an ad, which is pretty much an essay saying, "Hey, these people are thugs, they're criminals," and then when he found out that they were not guilty, he's like, they probably did something else anyways.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, how the fuck are you gonna say that about?
It's funny because Biden, in the crime bill speech, he said, it's sad, I know, I understand these people are evil because these people are prone to crime because of environment. It sucks, it's a harsh reality, but they have to be put away from society. That, even in his racist shit, he even understood that they're criminals because of their environment.
Yeah, the system.
But they're still criminals, so they gotta go away. That was his take. But Trump was just like, they're probably criminals anyway. Mm-hmm. Not even sympathetic towards it when he was proven wrong. And yeah, he was pretty much vouching for the crime bill with that. He said he wanted them to be put in the death penalty, which the crime bill increased as well.
Yeah, man. Okay, our show is not a political show.
Well, we're a week before the election.
Yeah, we are a week before the election, and for me at least, it isn't so much about the politics themselves. It's what's driving the politics that drives me insane.
Yeah,
and the way that people are getting their information, from where they're getting their information, and how they're just blindly sharing it, passing it on to the next empty fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's what fucking irks me, bro. That shit. And then there's so much pride in the information that they know.
Yeah.
You don't know shit. You know dick.
Exactly. And it's funny because all outlets pretty much run the same story.
Yeah.
When the Hunter laptop thing, there's probably, certain sites are going to have more of a spin to it, but it's the same information.
Yeah, man.
It's the same information. And again, Hunter, not saying what he did was right. He took advantage of his family name. He made money off of it, but Trump literally did that. Well, his kids literally did that with his blessing in front of our eyes. Because none of us knew about this Hunter shit back in the day when it was happening.
Exactly, yeah. Nobody knew what the fuck was happening.
Trump's kids are getting loans from the Saudis in front of our faces.
And no one says shit. No one cares.
He's got offshore Chinese banks. Trump. Ivanka Trump is getting trademarks for their companies from China after meeting with them and shit.
And what's crazy is these are the same fucking people who are at having a trade war with the Chinese.
Yeah, and they're doing business with the Chinese. The hats are still made in China.
Exactly. Their hats are still made in China. Their flags for sure are still made in China.
Yeah. So
it's like, go fuck yourself.
Yes, and I voted for Joe Biden. I did not vote for him in the primaries. He's not my first choice, but it's still some progress because he's been sort of pushed to the left with his whole 30-year. I think it's a 30-year climate plan. Yet they're scared of that. 30 that years? He's gonna try to phase fossil fuels out. I think it was a 30 or 50 years.
That's good, man. Honestly,
like technology is not gonna. Don't you guys say that capitalism and the profit motive breeds innovation? I'm sure that innovation will happen. Like 30 years is a long goddamn time, and we got Nissan in the electric game, Chevy,
bro, the largest
BMW,
the largest car company in the United States, which is Ford, now has their electric Mustang. Their GMC is now. They finally unveiled their fucking electric Hummer.
Yeah.
If you ask me, fuck any gas-powered car at this point.
Yeah.
That Hummer has fucking crab walking. It can crab.
Oh, shoot. Move, wow.
Dude. Not only that, but then it has 1,000 horsepower.
Damn.
Oye, vete pa'l carajo con whatever the fuck you have.
I want an electric pickup truck. Not the Cybertruck. I don't like the...
No, like a traditional looking...
A traditional
if you can give me a Ford F-150 that's electric...
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I'll take it.
Hell yeah.
Because I want a pickup truck, but seeing that mileage, I just can't. I'm filling up those $45, $50 tanks. I'm good.
No, my G. And it'll probably be more expensive than $40, $50. I pay $40 for my tank.
So I had to fill up tanks in Napa. It was like $45.
Oh my God.
For the pickup trucks, yeah.
Ugh. Y eso es cada vez. No, that's the thing too. I pay $40, but my gas lasts me 3 weeks. Exactly. Those trucks, I'm sure, last 4 or 5 days, and that's the end of it. But yeah, going back to what we were saying, how can this? Because this is another thing that a lot of these people say is that socialist. Then why the fuck does he have all these capitalistic plans?
Yeah, Joe Biden and Barack Obama said that I would have been considered a moderate Republican in the 80s. And he would. Because Obamacare was actually a plan pretty much created by Richard Nixon. That was Richard Nixon proposed something like that. Mitt Romney was running on something like that as well. He picked that as like the middle ground when he didn't even have to. They had a Democratic Congress. It was a majority at least. And Obama could have passed Medicare for all back then, but he went with that because him and Joe Biden are moderates.
Yeah.
And Obama, he's just gonna keep that plan, which was the conservative alternative to socialized medicine. Wow. That's what Biden plans on doing, and Trump plans on taking it away.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like Biden, he didn't do shit in 45 years. Him and Obama gave you your economy. That if that ain't like Trump should really be thanking them.
Yeah, for real.
Because he's riding off of their backs.
And it's crazy because people always say, oh, he's been in the thing for 40 years.
He banned assault weapons.
No, yeah. He's been in there 40 years. Okay, cool. But in 8 years, he helped the nation a lot more than a lot of people did in their 8 years.
Yeah.
So what's the fucking big deal? Here's the top search. Oh, my God.
Fucking Google.
Look, see, people? Watch out with your Googles.
Yeah.
Google's always listening. But yeah. ¿Qué le iba a decir? Oh, I just lost my whole train of thought.
People are just gullible, bro.
Yeah, the internet has made people so much dumber.
No, and they say that you're like, it's funny. You don't have Trump's dick in your mouth. You talk shit about Trump. They said you're automatically a CNN fan. Although I don't. Yeah. Although I'm a liberal, I watch liberal media online, and all the guys I watch they pretty much all have different opinions on certain takes. They all have different takes, some more extreme, some more far left than others. CNN, I agree. Yeah, a lot of it's just corporate shills who just go with anything the Democrats go with, which is not really even liberal because the mainstream Democratic Party, they voted for Joe Biden. He won fair and square. They don't really want to move to the left yet. But, fuck, I lost my train of thought there. I went on a tangent. But look, just because you do not suck Trump's dick does not mean you're a CNN fan. But guess what? A lot of the times when people are Trump fans, they almost always believe this conspiracy shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Like, they are the ones, like, they call other people indoctrinated by media when they themselves are indoctrinated by fucking Facebook.
Yeah, by Facebook. Out of all things, Facebook and YouTube.
Yes.
Facebook and YouTube is what controls you. That shows that you're dumber. You know what? You know why that shows that they're dumber? Because at least the CNNs you have to watch TV.
You have to watch TV. Yeah.
You have to watch TV, okay, to get how they say indoctrinated.
Exactly.
By it, right?
You go looking for it.
Right. Exactly. At least I can say that I've been watching TV my whole fucking life. That's how they got me.
Yeah.
You went out onto Facebook and YouTube and actually looked for this shit.
Yeah.
What you're doing is looking for the answers that you want, not the overall truth.
Yep.
You want your truth.
Well, they believe
you
Trump.
Believe.
Like,
so you and your other fucking experts on politics and science and everything else can just, within each other, oh, look, I know this information. Oh, yeah, I heard this, I heard that. And it's funny because, like how you said, those people will turn around and be like, oh, look at those fucking sheep.
Exactly.
And then be like, I don't follow any of that shit. But me and my other 1,000 friends with our YouTube channel buddies, we all believe the truth. Wait a minute, what?
Yep.
Like, my G, you yourself are sheep, but of a different flock.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't come around here with your shit.
Yeah, my mom's like a CNN Democrat. She goes with everything they say. She thinks I'm too far left, although I speak to some leftists, they'll think otherwise. Again, lots of different variety of thought in the Democratic Party.
Exactly. That's the point. Like, the point of it is to bring a hodgepodge or a collage of ideas and pick the best ones.
Yeah.
Or agree on the one, and vote how this country is supposed to be doing to see which one we go with. And the people whose idea doesn't get chosen, what do you do? You just shake you shrug it off and you keep moving. And you do the best with what you have. You don't sit there and if you don't, if your idea doesn't get picked, you start bashing the idea that got picked. You start putting out stories, lies about the thing that got picked. Like, what is wrong with you? You start talking shit about the person who the idea came from.
It's they're knuckleheads. I'm gonna just be nice.
Some fucking knuckleheads, I'm telling you. No disrespect to
Chris Jericho.
Fuck Chris Jericho, no. But no disrespect to the Knucklehead show. Which is
just guys. I'm not the political expert, but I've done a bit of reading. I'm not the most well-read, though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to sit here and be like I'm a political expert, because I'm not.
But just look up what I said. Most of it is true. Certain details.
Yeah, look up look through different avenues. Don't use YouTube as your only avenue for information. Or Facebook, or Twitter, or Instagram, or TikTok for that fucking matter.
And one more thing, they love to throw Venezuela.
Oh my god!
As the answer. Here's a fun fact: 70% of Venezuela's economy is private sector. 70%, whereas Denmark, I believe it is like 66% private. So Denmark is more socialist than Venezuela, and they must be starving. They're on fire. They're dying, right? Yeah, mm-hmm. Denmark is on fire, right?
No, of course. And don't forget, we got paid to protest because, mind you, our friend downstairs said that the people in those pictures that I showed him, of the thousands of people
are paid.
By who? And how do they pay them? Oh, with a loaf of bread. Motherfucker, you can't buy me with a loaf of bread. Because I'll tell you like this, if those people in that protest have the amount of money, some money to fucking build, billboards or and signs and shit, they have enough money for some fucking bread. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, if they could go to Michael's and get themselves some arts and crafts shit to make a sign.
Get out of here, bro.
But yeah, it's a lot more cut and dry because is there really a capitalist country with no social aspect to it? I don't think there is either.
Exactly.
And that's really what Biden's just. Biden's just capitalism with social shit.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm not even gonna go back to what you were saying about the Venezuela thing, but
yeah,
to me, you know what's the thing? That right now, in the 21st century, Venezuelans are semi the Cubans of the 60s that came over here.
Yeah.
Because now, what Trump does now, he preaches to them in the sense of, we're going to fix Venezuela. We're going to help Venezuela. He's not going to fucking help that country. If you really think that he's going to help that country, shoot yourself in the mouth. Because for real. Because he's lying to you. He's lying to you. He's going to... Do you know why a lot of Cuban people don't like Democrats?
Why?
It doesn't even have to deal with policy a lot of the time.
Really?
You know what it has to deal with?
What?
That JFK pulled out on them during the Bay of Pigs invasion. That's the only reason.
Of course.
Okay? And they took that as a slight to them and to freedom. In reality, this country, the only reason we even considered fucking with that country is because of Russia. Not because they gave a fuck about Cuba. Cuba was a capitalistic dictatorship before the revolution. You know that, right?
Right.
So they don't give a fuck who's in charge. They just want capitalism. They don't give a fuck if they wouldn't give a shit if Hitler was in the fucking office. But if everybody's making money, it's perfectly fine. And I'm sorry because I just went off the rails about Cubans. But if Venezuelans really think that this guy's gonna help their country, look at the track record, Baba. No president, be it Republican or Democrat, gives a fuck about any other country. Especially if it's a country that has resources that goes against our own resources. Because remember, they were a petroleum-rich country.
Yeah, that's like most of what their economy is based on, right?
Exactly.
So, not very smart.
They base their entire economy off that shit. Because other than that, what else did they import? Or export? Fine bitches?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Show me what else those people used to export.
Yeah, I don't know. Now it's just talking points.
Exactly. Now the only thing that comes out of that country is talking points.
Yeah, Venezuela.
Yeah, Venezuela. Fuck out of here. Motherfuckers that showed up 4 months ago out here preaching for Trump. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah. Like, can they even vote? Or are they citizens? Because a lot of people come as residents.
Yeah, man. Get out of here, bro. Anyways. Yeah, Jeff. Just get out there and vote, people. Make a logical vote. Make the logical vote. Don't make the vote that makes you feel good in your pussies. Don't fucking make the fucking vote that makes you fucking cool with your family and friends. No, make the right vote. Make a logical vote. A vote that is backed by facts and good sources. Not some shit that you saw somewhere and you can't even trace.
Yeah, you gotta find at least 3 articles of it.
Yeah, man.
3 from three from credible websites.
You know what I like to do nowadays when it comes to doing my research?
Yeah.
I'll look at, let's say it's a story. Let's just make some random shit up. The socks are black.
Yep.
The socks are black. I want to hear the perspective of a Republican reporting this story here in the States.
Yep.
Same way as a Democrat reports, and then a news source that's an international news source.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Because if you want to know exactly what's going on in this country, look at international news reports about our country. Because like how they say, how a lot of the Trump people, they hate us because of our freedom and all this other horse shit. But if you really, 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 really want to see how we're looked at as a nation, what's really happening in our nation, look at reports from other nations about our country. And do it the same way. Look at it at a more liberal report.
Yeah.
And look at it at a more conservative report. And you're going to see a lot of similarities between conservative reports and a little bit more liberal one. But yeah, man. And then the way that a lot of these news articles and these news links nowadays, they always have some sensationalist ass fucking title, and then when you read it, not only is the title more sensational than the article, but then the title itself doesn't even describe the meat and potatoes of the article correctly. So it's like, go fuck yourself. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just please, people, educate yourselves.
If you want to save the children from the elites, vote for the guy who's going to raise their taxes.
Exactly.
Vote for the guy who's going to raise their taxes so they can spend less money and save children in turn.
Exactly.
So please.
Yeah. Vote. Because not the nation, but to a degree, like the soul of this nation is slowly being sucked out of it. So please, people, just fucking go out there and vote. Make an intelligent, logical, educated vote, please. Jeff, closing statements?
Just vote for, again, save the children.
Yeah, save the children.
Keep that in mind. Fuck the elites. And vote like your life depends on it.
Because all them little kids' lives depend on it.
Yeah.
All of them. Watch, they're going to say that we're part of the cabal now because we've been making fun of them. Alright, everybody. Until next time, mucho amor y mucha paz.